Yo, what's up? What's good, D-Squad? How you doing? You feeling, man? It's your boy D back on another bang reaction, man. You already know what the day is, man. Today is Shady Friday, number 128. Today we got one of my favorite songs. One of my best songs. One of the best songs by Eminem, in my opinion. 8 Mile Road. Actually, this video was requested by Random Dude 21. I wish you had a name on your thing, man. But yeah, Random Dude 21, I appreciate the request. So we're going to hop into it, man. Of course, there's no video of it. So you already know we got to have the lyrics. For those of y'all, this is for those of y'all that don't know what the song is about. I mean, I've heard the song many a times. I mean, it's on my it's on my playlist. So, you know, we gonna hop into it. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right version. I don't know why I'm sneezing all of a sudden, y'all. I feel bad. I feel good. Gotta make sure we got gotta make sure all right, so it's crazy. It's kind of funny because the actual song is 8 Mile, but it's called 8 Mile Road. So it's the same thing. So we're gonna hop into it, man. I'm gonna leave the original video link in the description down below for those y'all want to check it out on your own time. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and join the D Squad if you haven't already, man. Also subscribe to my second channel, DatBoiDith Skits. And y'all also have the link in the description that that takes you to my online marketing business. This is for those y'all that's looking to explore new brands, nutritional brands such as energy drinks, you know, vitamins, skincare, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're looking to explore new brands, just go ahead and check that link out. But yeah, let's hop into this song. So the actual song is off the soundtrack to the semi-autobiography. Hold on. The semi-autobiographical 8 Mile. Eminem tells a story similar to what goes on throughout the movie. It is the story of the troubles one goes through trying to make it a big time. That's what the song is about, so we're going to hop into it, man. Let's get it. Y'all seen 8 Mile, y'all already know this. Y'all already know what's about to happen. You know what I mean? One of the songs. So he said in the beginning of the song, he said, "It's all right, it's okay, I'm gonna make it anyway. Gonna make it, can't give up now. I'm gonna make it somehow." That's the right attitude to have. Regardless of how hard your journey is, or wherever you wanna go, you can't let it beat you up. You gonna make it regardless. And that's the type of mentality that I try to have. You know, like, you know, it doesn't matter how hard it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm going through. I know what I want to do, which is entertain y'all, so I'm gonna do it by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get better with that mentality. So I have to tell myself, regardless of if I don't feel like doing it, I still gotta do it because this is something I committed to. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're going through, wherever you want to go to in life, wherever your destination is, just don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let the hard times define the journey. You know what I'm saying? That's hard. I'm glad he said that. Let's go.
Sometimes it's hard enough just dealing with real life. Sometimes I wanna jump on stage and just kill mics. And so these people on my level with skills like, but I'm still right. Sometimes I just hate life. Something ain't right. Hit the brake lights. Into the stage right. Drawing the blank like.
Hey, he said, sometimes I just feel like quitting. Sometimes I just feel like quitting. I still might. Meaning, like, he's still human. Like, hey, sometimes I feel like just stopping. And I'm glad he put this because some people relate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people relate to this. You know what I'm saying? Some things just make you want to say, sometimes I just feel like quitting. I still might. Why do I put up this fight? Why do I still write? Sometimes, y'all, you ask yourself, what's your purpose? And I've done that before. Like, do I even want this? And there's a lot of things that I had to turn down because I really didn't want it. But, you know, he's asking himself, do I really want this? Is this really worth my time? And then after that, he said, sometimes it's hard enough just dealing with real life. Like, he's dealing with things outside of this rap, you know. Y'all already know his mom, you know what I'm saying? His baby mama, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's already dealing with real stuff. And then he said, sometimes I want to jump on stage and just kill mics. Meaning like, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, do it. Like, I just want to rap. You know what I'm saying? And then show these people what my level of skills like. You know, because he's like, this is what I do. I want to show people go on the stage and really kill it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I feel like that, but sometimes I just feel like quitting. So he's going through a lot of emotions. You know what I'm saying? And then, but I'm still white. Sometimes I just hate. Something ain't right. Hit the brake lights. Case of the stage fright. You know, he's a lot of things. He punching a lot of bars, punchlines right here.
Case of the stage fright, on the blank like it ain't my fault. Breaking eyeballs, my insides cold. And I clam up, I just slam shut. I just can't do it. My whole manhood's just been stripped. I just been pimped, so I must get on the bus didn't split. Man, fuck this shit, yo. I'm going to fuck home. Roll on my shoulders as I run back to this 8 mile. Man.
Hey, he was like, hey. He was like, hey, I just can't do it. My whole manhood's just been stripped. I've just been ripped. I don't even know what that means. Hold on. Oh yeah, evicted. So when he said I've just been ripped, he means he's been evicted. You know what I'm saying? Like, just been stripped. My whole manhood's just been stripped. Like my crib. You know what I'm saying? So I must then dip. Like, I must get up out of here. Hope the bus didn't split. I hope I catch the bus before it leaves. You know what I'm saying? He said, man, F this, yo. I'm going to home. Word on my shoulders as I run back to this 8 Mile road, which is where he's from. You know what I'm saying? 8 Mile, man, Detroit. He's saying, listen, you know what I mean? It's a lot of times it's hard. Times hard right now. I just want to go back to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it's breaking me down. You know what I'm saying?
I'ma make a new plan. Time for me to stand up and travel through land. Time for me to just take matters into my own hands. Once I'm over these tracks, man, I'ma never look back. No, I'm gone. I know right where I'm going. Sorry, mama, I'm grown. I must travel alone. Ain't follow no footsteps. I'm making my own. Only way that I know how to escape from this 8 Mile road.
So that was the chorus right there. What he says in the chorus. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Y'all know when y'all got a lot of mucus, man, it just comes out of nowhere. Y'all know. But in the chorus, he says, I'm a man. I'm going to make a new plan. Time for me to just stand up and travel a new land. Like, I got to explore. I got to see what I want for myself. Because something's got to give. You know, I just got evicted. Something's got to change. Then he says, time for me to just take matters into my own hands. Once I'm over these tracks, man, I'm never going to look back. Like, once I do this, I don't think I'm going to regret it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no turning back right now. And then he says, and I'm gone. I know right where I'm going. I know my destination. I know what I want. And then he says, sorry, mama, I'm grown. I must travel alone. Like, I don't need my mom to carry my hand, to hold my hand with everything. I'm a grown man. I should be. And then he says, ain't gonna follow no footsteps. I'm making my own. This is my own journey. I'm not trying to copy nobody. This is, you know, my choice. And this is my story. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it my way. And then he said, only way that I know how to escape from this 8 Mile road. So yeah, the chorus is very, very powerful. So we're going to go ahead and go to the second verse.
Footsteps, I'm making my own. Only way that I know how to escape from this 8 Mile road. In these train tracks, trying to regain back the spirit I had before I go back to the same crap, to the same plant, in the same pants, trying to chase rap. Gotta move ASAP, get a new plan. Mama's got a new man, poor little baby sister. She don't understand. Sits in front of the TV, buries her nose in a pad, and just colors into the grand, gets dull in her hand. Watch the colors of big brother and mother and dad. Ain't no telling what really goes on in her little head.
Damn, so he just said a lot. I'm walking through these train tracks trying to regain back. Y'all ever walked the train track? Just walking a train track? Just, I don't think I did, but I probably did. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's just, you get your thoughts together. The spirit I had before I go back to the same crap. You know what I'm saying? Trying to regain back the spirit I had before I go back to the same crap. To go back to where I just left. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to move on to bigger and better things, but I'm about to return. He says to the same plant in the same pants. You know what I mean? And then it says that is the reference to the film 8 Mile, where Eminem's occupation is at a plant. Word. So y'all seen the movie? These some of these lines really make sense. Trying to chase rap, gotta move ASAP. And get a new plan. Mama's got a new man. Mama's, you know, she just messing around. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta see her, messing with men, and then poor little baby, she just don't understand. Like, I got a little sister, she just sees this happen, but she don't get it. She just, you know what I'm saying? I'm the only one with a brain, well, not a brain, but with common sense here. You know what I'm saying? Sits in front of the TV, buries her nose in the pad, like she mind her business, and just colors into crayons get dull in her hand. While she colors her big brother and mother and dad, ain't no telling what really goes on in her little head, and that's a fact. Some people forget that kids are like really smart. They're the best observers in the world. That's what I like to say. Like, just because they can't talk don't mean they don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? And what else said? Wish I could be the daddy that neither one of us had. That's deep. Because there ain't no daddy in the house. It's just him, his little sister, and his mom. He said, I wish that I could be the dad that we never had. Like, I wish that I could make this better. You know what I'm saying? But I keep running from something. I never wanted so bad. You know what I'm saying? Did I go a little over? I went a little over. But yeah, that he talking some real stuff in the second verse.
TV berries and nose in the pad, and just colors into the grain, gets dull in the head. Watch the colors of big brother and mother and dad. Ain't no telling what really goes on in her little head. Wish I could be the daddy that neither one of us had, but I keep running from something I never wanted so bad. Sometimes I get upset, cause I ain't grew up yet. It's like I grew up, but I ain't grown me too nuts yet. Don't gotta rap my step, don't got enough pep. The press is too much, man, I'm just trying to do what's best. And I try, sit alone and I cry. Yo, I won't tell no lie, not a moment goes by that
It's like I grew up, but I ain't grown me too nuts yet. Meaning, like, sometimes you gotta grow up fast. Like y'all know what I mean. Like, sometimes not everybody is as fortunate as other people. So that's another reason why I'm grateful, because I grew up with two parents, for the most part. And I didn't. Fortunately, I didn't have to live on my own at a very young age. And some people have to, like, at a very young age. I'm talking like 10, 11 years old, even younger than that. But he's basically saying that I had to do that, grow up fast, but I'm still not a man yet. Like, I'm still not mature, And I felt like that was very powerful, because a lot of people was going through that. They have to grow up, and it's not their choice. Sometimes life just happens that way. But, that can't rush the maturity level. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to work at your own pace. You know what I'm saying? And just try to understand things for yourself. And then he says, don't gotta rep my step. Don't got enough pep. He don't got enough pep in his step. He can't get right. He doesn't have enough motion. You know what I'm saying? He still got to figure things out. Then he said, the pressure's too much. I'm just trying to do what's best. And then I sit alone and I cry. You know what I'm saying? He's saying he's man enough to admit that, because sometimes, times like this will make a man emotional. Man's got feelings too. Don't get that man thing or man stereotype. Don't let that confuse you. We have feelings too. Sometimes we cry, sometimes we go through a lot, and it'll just eventually make us emotional,
I'm straight in the sky, please I'm begging you God. Please don't let me be patient holding a regular job. Yo, I hope you can hear me, homie, wherever you are. Yo, I'm telling you, though, I'm bailing this trailer tomorrow. Tell my mother I love her, kiss baby sister goodbye. Said whenever you need me, baby, I'm never too far. But yo, I gotta get out there, the only way I know. And I'ma be back for you the second that I blow. Everything I own, I make it on my own. Off the work I go, back to this 8 mile road.
So basically at the end of that verse, he's just saying, like, he has to sacrifice and take this time to go out and do something with and then come back and hold his family down. But in order to do that, he has to take this time for himself to go out and do something with his life. And he's hoping that, and he's actually talking to God. He's actually talking to God and asking him to work this out for him. Yo, like he even said, homie, I'm telling you, like, I'm bailing this trailer. I need to go out and do something so that we don't have to live in this. You know what I'm saying? And so he's just saying, like, I have to do this. Like, just tell my sister I love her. You know what I'm saying? Tell my mom I love her. But this is something that I got to do. Sometimes you just got to make a sacrifice like that, man. Sometimes you had enough. I heard something once, at one of my business meetings, said that you have to be disgusted with your life sometimes. And meaning, like, you have to how do I say it? You have to understand like how bad the situation is, and you have to do something about it. Meaning, like, if you don't like where you are, do something about it. You want to be disgusted with where you're at. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was very Now I remember the third verse being the longest verse in the song. So let's hop into it.
Gotta make a new plan. Time for me to just stand up and travel the land. Time for me to just take matters into my own hands. Want some more of these tracks, man, I'ma never look back, no. And I'm going, I know right where I'm going. Sorry, mama, I'm grown. I must travel alone. And follow the footsteps, I'm making my own. Only way that I know how to escape from this game mode. If you feel that you're getting, you wouldn't get it. We'll see what the big deal is. Why it wasn't the still is. To be walking this borderline of Detroit city limits is different. It's a certain significance. It's a certificate of authenticity you never even see, but it's everything to me. It's my credibility. You never seen, heard, smell, or met a real MC who's incredible up on the same pedestal as me. The chat still unsigned, having a rough time. Still on the porch with all my friends and get dumb rhyme.
Hey man, and Eminem usually doesn't toot his horn, you know, because I mean he lets his skills talk for him, you know. And he lets the people decide who the best is. But every once in a while, he'll let us know, like, listen, I'm that guy. There's nobody that's messing with me when it comes, you know, and he just said that. He said, you've never seen, heard, smelled, or met a real MC who is incredible or on the same pedestal as me. Like, I don't care how good he is or how good y'all see he is or how much of a high pedestal you put him on, he's not. And he had to let us know. And then the very first bar that he said on this verse, he said, you gotta live it to feel it. If you didn't, you wouldn't get it. And that's so true, man. Like us as humans, we're so quick to judge somebody when they're in a certain situation. But 9 times out of 10, they're in a situation that the person that's judging them ain't never been in. So of course you're not gonna see it like that person sees it because you've never gone. And that's so true, man. I feel like we need to stop doing that. Like let's just put ourselves in their shoes, or at least try to understand why they are the way they are, instead of thinking, oh, this is easy, like you should have gone through it. How you gonna say you never even went through what he's been through? So the fact that he said that was a bar, like that's so true. If you gotta live it to feel it. You have to go through it to understand how it is. You know what I mean? If you don't understand it, it's best to not even judge nobody. You shouldn't judge nobody, period. But if you're going to critique somebody or criticize, at least know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? What else? Or see what the big deal is. You're not going to get it or see what the big deal is. Why it wasn't and it still is to be walking this borderline of Detroit city limits. He's just letting us know how tough it is in Detroit, at least where he's from. You know, some people think, and that's what I'm saying. That's the whole point. Some people think Detroit is not as bad as it is in that area. You know what I'm saying? But Eminem is here to tell us. He's the walking proof. Like he's like, it wasn't easy. You know, coming up where I'm from. You know what I mean? He said, but yeah, check. I'm still unsigned, having a rough time, sitting on the porch with all my friends and kick dumb rhymes. Like I didn't even make it yet, but I still got this skill. You know, I know I'm playing with it right now. I'm rapping with my friends or whatever, but you know, it's rough. You know what I'm saying? And he had to let it be known, you know? So I guess this was before he was signed to Dre when he made this song, or he's probably just rapping in that perspective, you know, of how it was before he got signed to Dre, you know?
Still unsigned, having a rough time. Still on the porch with all my friends and kick dumb rhymes. Go to work and serve them season the lunch line. But when it comes crunch time, where do my punchlines go? Who must I show? To bust my flow? Where must I go? Who must I know? Or am I just another crab in the bucket? Cause I ain't having no luck with this little rabbit's foot bucket. Maybe I need a new outlet. I'm starting to doubt shit. I'm feeling a little skeptical who I hang out with. I look like a bum. No, my clothes ain't about shit. If the Salvation Army trying to salvage an outfit.
Go to work and serve MCs in the lunch line. But when it comes to crunch time, where do my punchlines go? He said, look, like I was just saying, it's all fun and games right now. It's all just bars and stuff. But when it's crunch time, meaning when it actually counts, where is this actually going? Like, where is this going? You know what I'm saying? Like how serious and how much motion is this going to cause? Then he said, who must I show to bust my flow? Where must I go? Who must I know? Because sometimes it's about who you know to get up there. You know what I'm saying? And Dre, if y'all know, man, you know him, you know Dre is a big part of Eminem's life. He wouldn't be where he is without Dre. So sometimes it is who you know, about who you know. But that doesn't mean that you don't come with the work, put the work in. It's just you do sometimes need people to boost you up to get you in the room, you know what I'm saying, with people that'll benefit you. And then he said, I mean, like, am I like that, or am I just another crab in the bucket? Am I just another white rapper? Am I just gonna be like am I just another, like, you know what I'm saying? Am I just a regular white rapper that nobody's gonna care about, or nobody's gonna, so he wants to be different, you know what I'm saying? He said, or am I just another crab in the bucket because I ain't having no luck with this little rabbit's foot? F it. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what that means, rabbit's foot. And I know that's a reference. A rabbit's foot is considered lucky and carried as an amulet. So that's another saying, a word. That's another way of saying like I don't want to be lucky. I don't want to like have no treatment. You know what I'm saying? Special treatment. Like I want to earn what I work for. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, he said, I look like a bum. I'm feeling skeptical who I hang out with because I look like a bum. Like my clothes ain't about nothing. At the Salvage Army trying to salvage an outfit. You know, hey, if you ever got clothes from Salvation Army, I mean, it's down. That's really just being down bad. You don't have your own clothes and you just have our clothes. And he's saying like, listen, I really want to watch who I hang out with, man, because I don't like the way I look right now. If you see the movie, it's very much that, you know what I'm saying? Like he wore like the same clothes and, you know what I'm saying? You know.
It's cold, trying to travel this road. Plus I feel like I'm always stuck in this battle mode. My defenses are so up. One thing I don't want is pity from no one. This city is no fun. There is no sun, and it's so dark. Sometimes I feel like I'm just being pulled apart from each one of my limbs by each one of my friends. It's enough to just make me wanna jump out of my skin. Sometimes I feel like a robot. Sometimes I just know not what I'm doing. I just blow. My head is a stovetop. I just take.
It's so important, man. And it's good to be able to let these emotions out when you rapping because he's letting out so much emotion. He's saying like, listen, like I'm not happy where I'm at. And you know, I got my friends, you know, tugging me from here to here and they're doing it just enough to make me want to jump out of my skin. You know, it's sometimes he said, I feel like a robot. Like they feel like I can do this, I can do that at the same time. Like I forget I'm human sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's so real, bro. It's real, man. That is real. He spit some real stuff, bro. He said, my defenses are so up, but one thing I don't want is pity from no one. Like I'm not gonna ask nobody for nothing. I'm gonna earn what I work for. Like I said, like he said, I don't want it. He said, the city is no fun. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, listen, I'm gonna get it on my own. You know? Yeah, so like that's real. That's real right there. That's real. That is real. Continue.
The kettle gets so hot. Sometimes my mouth is overload the gas that I don't got. But I've learned it's time for me to U-turn. Yo, it only takes one time for me to get burned. Ain't I'm calling on next time I meet a new girl. I can no longer play stupid or be immature. I got every ingredient, all I need is the courage. Like I already got the beat, all I need is the words. Got the urge, suddenly it's
He said sometimes my mouth just overloads the gas that I don't got. Oh man. He said, but I've learned it's time for me to U-turn. It only takes one time for me to get burned. I'm saying like it only takes that one time. You know what I'm saying? And it's over. So ain't no falling. No next time I meet a new girl, I can no longer play stupid or be immature. Play stupid or be immature. So I mean, listen, you got one shot, one opportunity. Just like Lose Yourself. That's also on this soundtrack. One of the best songs on the soundtrack. Just saying, it's one shot. If you had that one shot, you can't mess it up. You can't fumble. Shit, I got every ingredient. All I need is the courage. I got everything I need. I got the rhymes. I got the heart. I got the rhymes. I got the, you feel me? Like I got it. It's just I need the heart. I need the courage to be able to do it. That's the only thing I need. Like, I already got the beat. All I need is the words. Like, you can play me a beat, but I need to have the words to go with the beat to make it a song, to make it a hit, to make it a record. You know? But yeah, that's this, yo, like I never even understood like how lyrical this song is, bro. It's crazy.
Suddenly a new burst of energy has occurred. Time to show these free world leaders a 3 1/3. I'm no longer scared now, I'm free as a bird. Then I turn and cross over the median curve. Hit the birds and all you see is a blur. Make my own, I'm a man, gotta make.
Okay, at the end of this verse, he says, suddenly a new burst of energy has occurred. Time to show these free world leaders a 3 1/3. Free world. Hey, if you know, then you know what free world is. If you don't, you need to watch the movie. That's basically the opposition. He's saying, I'm time to show these leaders a 3 1/3. You know what I'm saying? A 3 1/3. Is that like a 3-1-3 reference? Let me see. Let me see if I'm on track. Yeah, 3-1-3, 3 1/3. Yep. Because he's that was the group that he was repping, his area code, 313. He's basically saying that it's time to show these rivals that we the ones, basically. You know what I'm saying? 3 1/3, 313, you know? If you know, you know. Then he said, I'm no longer scared now, I'm free as a bird. Because at first he was scared. If you seen the movie, he was scared. You know what I mean? Like, he was intimidated by him. You know, he didn't have no emotion, and he didn't show them what he was capable of. Nobody knew what he was capable of until he showed them one day that he's not to be messed with when he came over to that mic. You know what I'm saying? So he said, listen, then I turn across over the media curb, hit the burbs, and all you see is a blur from 8 Mile Road. Because now I made it. You know what I'm saying? The burbs. Hit the burbs, the suburbs. So basically, look, he just said, look, I'm the man. So now I gotta, now I gotta prove it,
Time for me to stand up and trap.
I love that hook, man.
Time for me to just take matters into my own hands. Once I move to these tracks, man, I'ma never look back, no. And I'm going, I know right where I'm going. Sorry, mama, I'm grown. I'ma travel alone and keep following those footsteps. I'm making my own. Only way that I know how to escape from this 8 Mile Road.
Yo, I love that melody. That melody is like that. Yo, that is fire. Like, that melody is fire. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's them. But y'all, man, that's basically the whole song. I really hope all y'all that watch this watch the movie, because if you didn't, you're not gonna understand what's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still a good song, but if you've seen the movie, it just makes you connect even more. It's just, yo, man, like, that Eminem is just, he's incredible. You know what I'm saying? And if this video didn't prove, I would say just do your research. But no, shout out to the random dude, man. I hope that I broke down the song to the best of my ability for y'all to understand what he was saying in the song. To sum it all up, he's basically saying, like, look, I don't like where I'm at in life. And I need to pick up the courage and have the heart to make a difference and do something about it. And that's what I'm going to do. That's basically what he's saying in the song. So, yeah. And turns out that thing was rapping. He took it serious. But yeah, y'all. That concludes another video of Shady Friday. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know this was a long video. I just had to make sure I broke down the lyrics to the best of my ability. Same time next week. Any other requests, just drop it in the comment section and we'll go from there. But until next time, hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Hope you guys are looking forward to the weekend. What's y'all plans? Whatever y'all going through, man, y'all stay safe, man. Y'all keep your heads up. Just don't let the failures define it, man. Don't let it make you quit. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. That's it. Just keep going. Just not quitting, bro. That's the only way you'll succeed. You don't quit. Because hard times gonna come. That's what God said. Say, God, hard times are gonna come. So yeah, you best be prepared for them. But yeah, I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support. Until next time, DatBoiDith is out, man. Peace.